If you have ever created your own content with lots of dialogue, then you know it can be a struggle sometimes to get all the words out efficiently because you have to memorize it. You have to like look at it and you have to say it and you like hope that the things are right. Well, today I'm unboxing a product that will help with just that. Hey everyone, Marilyn Mandel here, and today we're doing an unboxing. But before we get into that, if you haven't yet, please subscribe to my newsletter. The link is in the description below. When you sign up, you'll get a handy dandy checklist. When you sign up, you'll get a handy dandy checklist of my favorite apps for content creators. And if you're a content creator, you're gonna be into the item that I'm unboxing today. It's not something that you necessarily need, but if you know how to use it and you get the hang of it, it could be a game changer. Enough mystery, let's unbox. Also, it would have been much easier if I would have just unboxed this and then did that whole intro. This is the Padcaster Parrot Teleprompter. A teleprompter is something that you can use to program in your scripts, and you can read your script while you're looking at the camera still. It's pretty fancy. We'll see. We'll see how fancy it is. Nice box, I'm into that. First off, we've got, what do we have here? Oh, a poster? Oh, neat, okay. Parrot Teleprompter, the world's most portable and affordable teleprompter, is small enough to pack into your bag and sets up in seconds. We'll see about that. This is the nicest quick start guide I've ever seen. Like, it is printed beautifully. This item currently retails for $139 on Amazon. All right, we've got a cleaning kit. Oh my gosh. It comes with a lens cleaning pen? That's rad. And it's like heavy duty too. These are great. If you don't have one of these, you should definitely get one. It's for cleaning the lens like this. Cover too? That's a good extra bonus. And then this one. And a very big microfiber cloth. It's like a microfiber blanket. Nice, Padcaster, nice. Next in the box is the actual teleprompter, which I'll take out, but we'll look at this shortly. Wow, this is nice. Oh, these are all of the mounting rings. Different lenses have different type of rings. So if you're gonna put like a filter on your lens, a UV filter, an ND filter, anything like that, different lenses have different sizes. So the Padcaster comes with a lot of different ones because we mount this teleprompter onto the lens. And you just choose the one that's the correct diameter for the lens that you are using. Okay, and the last thing in here is the remote, which from all the reviews I watched said you definitely want to get the remote. The remote doesn't connect to the teleprompter, it connects to your phone where you have the Parrot Teleprompter app, the app that you use to play the words, play your script. You need the app. You don't necessarily need to use the Padcaster Parrot app for this. You can use any teleprompter app, but we're going to try this one for the purposes of this here. And then that's it. That's all that's in the box. That's a nice kit so far. I am pretty excited about that. And the box is nice, so you definitely want to keep your box so you can store this because there are a lot of different pieces, so you may only need to take with you what you need specifically for your lens and the camera kit that you're using at the moment, but I would keep the box to keep everything else in. So it weighs less than half a pound, which is great because I'm always trying to keep my kit as light as possible. Attaches directly to your lens filter thread made of ABS polycarbonate, if that's something that you care about. This is the teleprompter glass, so you want to make sure you keep that clean. You don't want to put your fingers on it. That's probably why it has so much. Oh, maybe so you can do this while you figure out your things. Cool. Gizmo, what do you think about it? Yeah? Okay, so you grab your lens. I've got the Canon 10 to 22 lens. So this is a wide angle lens, so you could get pretty close to the camera and still be able to see this. But on this camera right now, I've got a 50 millimeter lens, and it's still close enough that I feel like I would be able to read the script. So we'll definitely test that out. Here, it's gonna tell you what your lens diameter is. So I have a UV filter on here, which I use just to make, just like a don't crack your lens kind of thing. So if something happened to my lens, this is likely to break, and this is cheaper to replace than if that lens breaks, that glass breaks. Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm So if you look at your lens, it will tell you what diameter you need, and this one is 77. On the mounting rings, they have the millimeters on here, so you just find the one that is appropriate to you. Yes. I highly suggest getting UV filters for all of your lenses, if anything, to protect from ultraviolet rays, but also to protect from clumsiness. And this should still fit on top of the filter. The filter has threads on it also. Okay, it does fit. You just got to make sure you get it lined up correctly, but never force it because you're going to break your threads. Once you have the mounting ring on here, on the back of the Padcaster, you're going to slide right on in. Boop! Just like that. Pretty easy. What do you think, Gizmo? Yeah? I think it's pretty neat. So then this will be mounted onto your camera as you would normally put your lens onto your camera. So at this point, it's just a lens with some glass on it. You know, it's just, what about that? What about that? This is where the magic comes in. All right, let's get this app set up. So let's add a little script. All right, looks like you just paste your script into here, and I highly suggest you type it in something else because, you know, we don't know this app yet. We don't know if it's going to crash. I don't trust it yet. I just want you to have it somewhere else first and then bring it in to this app. Cool. Okay, so then your script comes up. Oh, good. Okay, so you can adjust your margins and the speed that it goes at. Then this at the bottom should, yes, spring loaded. So let's set this in here. And you can see that the script will reflect, but we need to adjust it for the phone. So you can adjust your margins. You can do mirror mode, which is what you want. So on the phone, it's backwards, but it reflects where you can read it. Yeah, and you can customize a few different things for what works for you. So it's definitely something that you would play with. I like how the app is set up where you can mess with it while it is plugged in. That is great. You see that? So let's press play. Cool. That's great. So the idea is that this is on your camera, and then you can record yourself talking. So I'm going to set it up on this camera, and we're going to try it out. I'm going to tell y'all a little story about the first time I got to use a teleprompter. Please hold. Are you helping me out, Gizmo? Yeah. Oh yeah, it just comes off so easy. That's great. Before we do that, let us hook up the remote. Oh, why is it just like so difficult? Haha. So it's got an on-off button on the back. You press this button to connect. All right. Yeah, you're right. We should look at the user manual. Thank you. Okay, we need to press this, turn it on, and press till the red light is blinking. Red light is blinking. It should be in pairing mode. Okay, and she's connected. Now we're going to set up on here. I've already put the correct size adapter. Slide this on. A little loose for my liking. Okay, I think we're in business. Focusing on me. Kitten, can you stand in for me? Try that. Oh, this is actually light. The particular lens that I'm using, it does have trouble autofocusing, so I'm not sure if that's going to also be an issue with other lenses. So right now I've got my camera set to manual focus. I focused on a pillow to kind of estimate where my face should be, and now I'm just trying to stay in that. So autofocus for this lens in particular won't work, but I'm not sure if that's going to be a situation with other lenses, but let's give this a shot. Okay, so right now I'm like 3-4 feet away from my camera, and I could see it. I think I want to make the words bigger. I do wish that we could adjust those things from over here, but let's go ahead and try this. Okay, so I'm going to tell you a story that I wrote in my script about the first time I used a teleprompter. And go. I have a fun story about the first time I used a teleprompter. I was working an event called the World Championships of Performing Arts. I had been working as a competition host, but something came up with the final award show hostess and I was asked to fill in. This is no small show. Lots of script. Oh, see, already getting fast, getting ahead of myself. And as you see, I'm like looking away because I'm used to the lens being there, but like it's there, but it's behind the words. So I'm looking at the words and okay, let's continue. Something happened with the final award show hostess. I was asked to fill in. So this is no small show. It's a big show, lots of audience, lots of script. And I got my eyes on it maybe 24 hours before the show. Okay, cool. So then when it's speeding up a little bit faster than you are used to, you can quickly click on the remote to pause it, which is really great because it is kind of a situation to go back and forth here. So I would probably want to slow this down a little bit, but I like a challenge. We're going to back up a little bit. Lots of script that I got my eyes on maybe 24 hours before the show. So teleprompters are great for this because it's like note cards or cue cards, but you can be hands-free and keep your eyes towards the cameras like I want you to do, like I always tell you to do. Here's a little clip from that. I found it and oh my gosh. Yes, this was my first time using a teleprompter in front of hundreds of people.
Welcome your host, Matt Oliver, and your hostess, Mary Lou Mandel.
Every year at the World Championships, hundreds of lives are changed. Dreams come true. Careers are launched. It can't get much better than this.
Is that a boa?
It's a shawl.
Oh, well, don't get it on the stage. We'll have to sweep again, so...
Oh, but it's wonderful. Doesn't it look good? Please welcome last year's multi-medalist and senior world grand champion instrumentalist from Colombia. Whoa, I'm not done yet. She's got more. We will now announce the junior grand champions of the world in various competition categories. May we have the envelopes, please?
It was a challenge, but I'm not one to shy away from those. It's appropriate that I got this item now because I am excited to be returning to the World Championships of Performing Arts to lead the social media team for this year's competition. It's going to be July 12th through 21st, so make sure you follow Official Wacopa on Instagram and World Championships of Performing Arts on Facebook to see what we're up to. So far, this teleprompter looks simple to use, and hopefully it will be helpful to our production. So I'm going to post a follow-up review after this gets some work in the field, but I actually can tell you right now, I'm pretty into this, and I think that it's going to be great for doing my intros and outros and making them efficient, because usually I write it down, I try to remember it, and then I come back and I say it, and then I do it a bunch of times, and then I don't know. But then I also riff, and that's where you can make your script come alive with your personality, because you have it, but you don't need to completely stick to it. It just kind of helps you with your format. Cool? Yeah, I'm into it. This is loud though. I feel like this is problematic. If you have any questions right off the bat, feel free to let me know in the comments. I hope you found this helpful, and if you did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't yet. If you want to keep up with me on the daily, follow me on Instagram at Mary Lou Mandel, and I will catch y'all in the next video. That was great. One take? One take? I don't have to read it a billion times over?